test your ideas with people that you trust, and they need to be that audience. And again, if you're a bit nervous about doing that, then test with a test group in a safe environment with a non-disclosure agreement that people can just sign, very simple document. But test it, because as we will constantly say to anybody, the real value for us of talking to these test groups has been that they are better and more vocal and more honest with you than any management consultant is ever going to be. So rather than talk to someone who can tell you the theory and other people's models and talk to you about what the competition is doing, and you shouldn't lose sight of that, your audience is going to tell you, I don't like that, that really frustrates me, this is what would be so much better, that doesn't work, but if you could do more of the same. I mean, it's brilliant. You go to market with the confidence that there's already demand, that it's been pretty well tested. You can probably collect a few testimonials and sound bites along the way if you're smart about why this is the next big thing. And you can use all of that. It turns into free marketing at the end of the day, but it should also give you a lot of confidence as a founder. You don't need to be an expert, you don't need to have a PhD in anything. Anyone can actually apply the techniques that we talk about in the guide.
You can easily find a local co-working space, for example, and ask if there is a 30-minute slot that you can maybe speak with entrepreneurs in that environment, and sit down with them and show them your product, or get them to fill in some answers for you on a survey, for example. And that should give you really good feedback to see if you're on the right track.
Yeah, we've been really pleasantly surprised by just how many people who are building a business, just as we are building our business, have been really open to sharing views, sharing ideas, and giving really honest feedback. It's invaluable. One of the easiest questions is, who else is doing this right now and who do you rate? And again, you're hearing it from the horse's mouth. So you might have one view from the top about who's doing it brilliantly, and again, there may be efficiencies, there may be good reasons to bear that in mind, but again, from your audience point of view, they're the people who you want to buy your product or your service, so they're probably the most important person in the room to tell you who does it great today, and then use that as your steer. In our case, the feedback was nobody does it great, so you sort of look at emulating other people too, and again, sharing their ideas about, well, who doesn't do it well in this space, but who does it well somewhere else. Again, you get very honest, very surprising feedback sometimes, but it's really good to challenge yourself in that way.